one time.
And it looks like the match is actually starting here. We're getting into the knife round between Mediokert and Team Recursive. So the knife round is going to get underway, and with the knife round, you're going to, of course, the winner gets to pick which side they want to start on. Where do you what do you pick? Are you going with CTs?
Inferno is definitely one of the most city-based map in the game at the moment. So yeah, I would 100% go for city.
How do you like? How does? I mean, it's great to have you on here because I can what would VG do? So what does VG do if you win the knife round? You get your CT side at the beginning for the first half. What is the pistol round looking like usually, or do you have does it depend?
The pistol round is just going to be like on the fly. Generally, we don't like practice them that much, like special ones. And yeah, like here again, Recursive won the knife, and they're just going to pick city.
Nice. Okay, so we'll see. Definitely a good start, probably from Recursive, and it's just up to them to see how the pistol round's going to develop here. And I'm quite curious to see how their opponents, Mediokert, being the underdogs here, are actually going to deal with this. It'd be great if they could take down the pistol round, but we shall see.
Well, they're starting with 5 Kevlar, so which is probably going to be a fast rush. I don't know where, probably on banana, but it's going to be a fast push.
So here we go. He's there looking in over the coils, going for the defense. We can see all the players on the map. Actually, looks like they're doubling back down through to mid there. Just checking the map out, and it's like Izzy's going to not really find anyone. So they haven't caught on to this just yet, and there's a lot of nades going into mid, but are they going to do another fake?
They're going to go back to banana once again, but like, look at that. Like, Recursive didn't move a single bit. They're still on point of in their position, and now it's going to go on banana. Or maybe not.
Or maybe not. Third fake, perhaps. And they're actually running back. They're doing laps here. But look at that beautiful shot there from Izzy, going to pick off the head of one. And now they're actually going to make their way up mid here. So here goes the defense in on mid. And there's Apex over at the apartments. Going to go down there straight away to blank. And right now things are looking really hard for Recursive. They've got to get the retake here. And the bomb does go down. Is there going to be enough time for a nice post-plant setup? It looks like things are
it's a 3-on-3.
going quite well.
And Mediokert just seems kind of shaky on their positions. They don't really know what to do. But they're going to play the one-on-one style. And now we're going to have one player falling down.
Nice defense there from Walk. And he's going to get a second one as well. The bomb is still ticking away. There's not much time left. Fuzzy, he's going to come in from the apartments, looking for some heads here. But there is no time left. He's going to throw the nade and go for it. Try to take down some players. But it's going to be Walk with a third one on the defense. Great round there for our terrorist side. So Mediokert getting in with a quick victory right at the start, and of course now it's going to be eco for Recursive. And what do you expect coming out from Recursive here?
Well, now it's the classic thing. Now everyone, when you lose the pistol round on city, you buy pistols and Kevlar, because pistols are so strong now on the game that you can just win any round with them. So it's going to be a force buy, and well, it looks like Mediokert is ready for it, and they have P90s, AK-47s, and they're just playing very, very classic and standard. They're just waiting for their opponents to peek, and at the moment, Recursive are playing on the bomb side, just waiting.
Interesting stuff here. So it's very, very slow at the moment. And what do you think they're waiting for really here? Are they trying to find a pick, or what are they looking for right now?
I think regarding the settings of Recursive, they just want to wait their opponents on the bomb side and hope to just block them when they're going to attack. So basically, now you have Mediokert, who is going to go banana. And look at that, like there is the whole, almost like the whole team of Recursive who is coming back on banana. And now the 5 guys from Mediokert are going to go push banana right now.
And here they go, they're going to go straight into the site here. The smoke goes down, cuts off visibility. Uzi going to get one though on the defense. They're still holding the site, but they're coming around the back as well through construction. Uzi put to the test, does find another frag. Blank and Farmer, they're going in with 2 frags. And now Apex rushing up, and we have Happy on the site. So the bomb is down there. If we switch over to Mediokert's Farmer,
and he has almost no HP, so it's going to be extremely tough for him to make it.
But he has the Pro 90, he's going to go in right there, spraying away. 3 boxes there, 1 player hiding behind, and he's going to go down from the side. Wonderful play there from Apex in the back to take down the round. And wow, 1-1. What went wrong there on the anti-eco?
Well, they didn't take any information, and that was a problem for Mediokert, definitely. They just pushed blindly onto the B-bomb side, whereas Recursive managed to, all 3 of them, just stay there, and they definitely had the advantage, even though they only had pistols. And it just didn't work out for Mediokert because you have to take information. You can't just push blindly at 1 point, and that's pretty much what went wrong on this one.
So right now, we've got Apex trying to hold down the apartments with that P90. He might just find some action here. Looks like Mediokert are going to push their way up slowly up the stairs. There is some fire coming, cutting one down, looking for a second. There is the second, looking for the triple. Not going to quite find it there, but Apex does hold the apartments. No ground gained there, and all the players are going to get eliminated on that push. And it seems like a fairly standard defense there coming in from Recursive to take the round. There's 2-1 on the score right now. So, what are your thoughts here, MBK?
Well, it's going to be another eco for Mediokert. They need to get the money on their side in order to be able to come back, because even though they win this round by force buying, Recursive would be able to buy again. So there's almost no point of Mediokert buying right now. And now they're going to go for another gamble on the B-bomb side.
And he's happy he's got the P90 in hand, loving that P90, and the eco frags coming in. 1, 2, 3. Oh, not quite the third. Blank does take Happy down. And now Walk's going to go down as well. The defense is looking really, really strong, and they're finally all of them cut down, only losing Happy. He was pushed quite far up there, and now they have the money for the buy. So have you see any weaknesses going on in Recursive? Is there a spot to attack, to exploit, or do you think Mediokert should just play a standard round? What are they going to do?
Well, actually, I don't know yet. They should play very standard, because if you look at the Recursive side, they've got 2 P90s here, even though KNS has a sniper. So that means probably Recursive are just going to wait for the point-blank shots with the P90s and going pretty aggressive. And KNS gets the first kill.
And is he getting smoked off there over at Banana? So controlling that information. But one player trying to spam through a little bit. Uzi going to return fire. So no ground gained on Banana just yet. And they've left one player back there, Kuchalon. Going to be trying to spam through the smoke a little bit, see if they can get lucky. But they're 4 versus 5 right now. They've got to regroup a bit. I mean, when you drop a player so early on, I mean, how do things pan out here? What is usually the best way to deal with this situation?
Well, first of all, you hope, like, exactly like this. you hope that your opponent is going to make a mistake trying to retake a spot that is not theirs. And then you can, like, even the game. And now they are 4-4, and they can pretty much do whatever they want. They can go Banana if they think that Happy is going to stay alone. But KNS is here with him, now with a sniper. And they're going to actually fake the middle in order to go on Banana. But Apex is going to spot, and he's going to kill the first guy, and now they know that it's going to be Banana, and there's going to be a rotate pretty soon.
And Kenny S is ready with the AWP reticle trained on that angle, but all the players actually backing back down Banana and straight into Apex possibly. I think they've read this. Apex is getting ready on the bench. Oh, he's going to tap down one, looking for the spray on the rest, and only one remaining. Blank will survive, taking down Apex there. He's got the bomb. So it's all down onto him. So this is going to be a very tough round, 1 versus 3, 15 seconds left. Okay, he can't do anything.
Yeah, he's just going to save his weapon.
Go for the save. Good choice.
He's just going to save, and Happy is going to try to get the weapon, because, I mean, if Blanke loses his weapon, he's just going to not have any money to buy on the next round. And it looks like he's going to be safe.
All right, so we're liking this stuff from Recursive so far on the defense. It seems to be working.
And now Recursive has got a lot of money to work with. They can afford to lose like 2 rounds in a row, and they're still going to be able to buy. Whereas Recursive, Mediokert, sorry, if they lose this one, they're not going to be able to buy again. So it's going to be a very important round for both teams.
And Kenny is not finding the shot. Oh! Hitting a leg there of Kuchalon, goes down to 16 points of health.
He goes down with the nade.
Great stuff there from Kenny S. And now it's a 4 versus 5. Once again, like the previous round, they find themselves down a player right at the start. And it's going to be interesting to see if they get cute on Banana once again. They found some luck there previously, and Uzi's there now watching that angle. And they haven't got any position at all on Banana, so things are just slowing down right here in this round. We've got 3 players kind of close to short there on A for the defense of Recursive. And we've got 1 player, the Farmer, who is just chilling up on mid. What a lovely name. Yeah,
that's definitely a great setup. I mean, I really love this setup from Recursive. They have the apartment and the quad totally locked up. And even though Kenny drops down to Cloud, I mean, that's pretty impressive.
And it looks like they're coming in here. Going to get taken down, though, and it's going to be a rotation from Uzi there as Apex defends the short and going to get the double there. Blank and Walk going down over at short, and they're going to defend that. And it seems like Mediokert just can't quite find the right way to attack. It doesn't seem like it's actually just coming together for them on these aggressions. So, I mean, again, if you're in Very Game's shoes, like how do you guys deal with this situation? Your attacks aren't working, so do you have something to switch up to?
Well, actually, they just stacked on quad, so I expect Recursive not to do it again because it was pretty obvious that they were free defending. And now,
Actually,
oh wait,
hold that
it's
thought.
banana.
They're going for the push here, and looks like all the players are actually going to take some
Oh.
frags. They're Happy going in for the rotation, and they're actually going to grab control of Banana. Happy they're spamming away right over there onto Banana, but he's going to go down, and now it's going to be the bomb site on B. Should be the plant, and there's Kuchelon with the AWP. What a wonderful setup, and it's all on GMX to try to actually push in here and get the clutch against 3 players. 2 are very low, 3 health on Blank, 4 on Rourke, but Kuchelon with that AWP, he's going to be problematic. There goes the grenade, takes down 2 with the grenade. Beautiful stuff there from GMX, looking for the next player, but he's behind the smoke now, going for the defuse. He has no idea. Oh, this is so painful for GMX. The bomb is ticking away, trying to fake his way out, trying to let the player reveal his position, but he knows the smoke's too good, and he comes in from behind Kuchelon with the shot onto GMX. So unfortunate after that beautiful, beautiful grenade, but it wasn't to be.
That was extremely well played by Mediokert. They managed to take down the 2 pushing guys on banana, especially when they had a sniper with Kenny's, and he was just stuck behind the car, and he couldn't walk away. And that was definitely a great play from Mediokert.
Certainly. So 5-2, and they've gone for a pause. One is having some technical difficulties, and so yeah, so far it's 5-2, and the defensive play from Recursive on the CT side seems to be holding up very, very strongly.
Definitely.
I mean, they had a shaky pistol round,
Yep.
so they brought it back on the anti-eco, so that was quite interesting.
Well, I mean, it's actually becoming classic in a way. Just losing the pistol round and then winning the save round. Like the whole meta game has been changed thanks to NIP. They are the one who brought this kind of game style, and it worked pretty well once again. And now I hope that Mediokert is going to be able to find the weak point, which is actually at the moment the arch side, because Recursive are pretty weak on this spot. Like they only have 1 guy or even none. So now let's see what they're going to do. They have a sniper to work with, and that's probably going to make a difference in their game.
A nice smoke there from GMX. And looks like they're just taking control of space right now. They're pushing 1 up Banana. The farmer trying to move up with his AWP, but nothing through the smoke there.
Kenny gets taken down by Cloud once again with the sniper, and he gets stuck on one.
It's a good play coming in here. The bomb is moving its way up mid. And the farmer is going up with it as well. Aggressive with the AWP. GMX, though, in apartments, going to be looking for the defense here. He knows the enemies are lurking around, and he's going to find one. Oh, but look at that, the farmer taking down Uzi, but GMX with the trade onto Blank. So holding down apartments still, and the bomb is down in that vicinity, and it's going to be Kuchelon who gets the trade onto GMX, picks up the bomb, and they're making their way forward now. 3 versus 1. Happy is the only surviving player for Recursive on the CT side, and things are not looking good for him. He's going to have to take down 3 players with the bomb down, already ticking away, and here he comes through the apartments, and there's a lot of players to deal with. 1 in the big pit, 1 in the site, and 1 at library. He doesn't like the sound of that, and he's going to just hightail it right out of there, and I think that's got to be a smart decision.
Yeah, definitely, and the poor chicken just got knifed.
Ah,
Poor chicken.
they were hungry for chicken.
Happy just made the right decision. I mean, he can't win the 1-on-3. That's technically, I mean, that is actually obviously possible, but he had probably like 5% chance of winning it. So he's just going to save the weapon, which is a sniper. And I think Kenny should be a bit more passive. I mean, he's an excellent sniper, but he just got taken down twice by an AK already. So he should probably be a bit more passive and just not going to say free kills, because I mean, Kenny always have the opportunity to kill people no matter what. But he should probably lay back a bit and let his opponents coming to him crosser and not looking for kills.
So another nice smoke here coming out from GMX, and aimed at that banana, and looks like they're going to make their way up there. Blank spamming through the smoke, trying to find any aggression from Recursive, but doesn't find anything at all. Uzi, though, is waiting patiently on the other side of the smoke. So much do we see the smoke game on banana, all about that, and GMX watching patiently on the mid. They haven't really figured out exactly what Mediokert want to do just yet. Looks like they're spread along the width of Inferno here, just working position. Here comes some grenades up mid, and GMX is going to be put to the test shortly, it would seem.
And once again, like the round before, like the first or second buy round, they were stacking onto the quad side. And now look at that, there are 2 on the off side, so they're pretty waiting just for the opposite move from the attack this time. And that's the good way to do things.
They have apartments now, so they are making ground slowly, getting position. And there goes the peek from Cloud. Going to get taken down by Kenny S. And GMX still in the corner there on long, just awaiting someone to test him, but no one is coming just yet. And the farmer now making his push up into Banana, trying to get a peek when the smoke dissipates. And so far, it looks like they're picked apart. Again, they lose one player, and they still have yet to make their move.
And still on Apex now.
And there goes Apex. Great kill there, spraying down 2 players coming out of apartments. 1 approaching from short. Apex looking for the 3rd, and he finds it. Apex, great play there from the graveyard, and things going well for Recursive.
Extremely well played from Apex. I mean, he was the only chance for Mediokert to win a round. I mean, if they killed Apex, then it would have been a 3-on-3 or 3-on-4. And even though they weren't, I mean, they didn't have the main advantage, they could have had the perfect crossfires, and they could have won the round. So Apex just tapped up huge and made the 3 kills pretty easily from the graveyard. So
wow. Kenny S going down to some brutal spam there up the mid, and I'm sure GMX is going to be put to a hard time soon. Just again, just watching this position. He hasn't really had many challenges just yet, and he's waiting. He's very patiently for it. Here comes some more grenades. Mediokert just taking their time.
Just waiting. Just waiting. I mean, that's the good thing. You have to wait for the smokes. You are 5-on-4. Just don't take any crazy risk. You just have to wait for the opponents to make the wrong pick, and then you just have to group up on the good space. And if you do that, you should win the round. And now we're gonna go back on Banana, and there is only one guy, which is Yuzi, to defend it, even though he's joined now by Happy.
So interesting movement here from Mediokert as Recursive. They hold their positions. They have one floating back over to help on B because it seems like they aren't fully aware. But there's going to be GMX taking down the farmer as Walk goes for the headshot on GMX. He finds it, and now they're going to make their move as they charge up the middle all together. 4 players of Mediokert. Surely this is their round. Apex is there to stop it though. Takes down 1 player, repositions, gets the 2nd as well. Apex cannot be touched. He finds the 4th as well. Great play there from the CT side Recursive. What a defensive. You're just saying Apex. I mean,
once again, I mean,
it just speaks for itself.
He was just alone at his position, waiting for the push. If he dies, clearly the rounds for Mediokert. And for the 2nd time, he had 3 kills before, and now he hits like 4 amazing kills. That was just extremely well played from him. There is just no big thing to say. He just stepped up big for his team.
So you go Happy there, waiting around the corner. Here comes the eco frags. Gets a bunch of players there. 4 in fact, looking for the ace. Doesn't get it though, but Uzi's there to clean up, and what a beautiful motion that is. Just spraying down all those players. I mean, who doesn't feel like immense satisfaction?
That feels so good. Just to spray down like people with no cover and like all the blood splattering everywhere. I mean, that's pretty psychopath what I just said, but it's you know, pretty good to just like kill and take people.
Therapeutic, that is for sure. So 8-3 now the round score. The first half here between Recursive and Mediokert. And they're going to make their move up mid here slowly, just getting that position once again. Are they going to make a fast round? Looks like they are. Walk is just the first man straight up there, finds 1 on short, and he's going to take down GMX, but Kenny S with the trade. And another trade coming in onto Kenny S as well as they make their way up into the site. And 1 player goes down at Graveyard as well. The bomb is going down. This is looking great for Mediokert, but can they hold on? It's a 2 versus 4. And Kuchel there in Boiler Room. There's a very, very sneaky position here. They have so many players for this defense.
And that could be a danger as well. I mean, they can just fail the crossfire because there are just too many players alive. And it's all gonna be on Uzi.
Oh,
if he can make several kills, he gets the first one. Now it's all gonna be on HP at this time because they know where Uzi is. But no, it looks like they're just gonna back off and save their weapons.
Yeah, a bit too slow there, but Black actually going to find a kill onto Happy. So Happy doesn't get to keep his weapon, nor does Uzi. So, well, and what are you looking at in that situation? Is it exit frags more important or saving your weapon?
I think regarding the money of Recursive, it's way better to try to kill the opponents and just not let them save the weapons. Because if you look at Mediokert right now, they have $300 or $1,000 to work with. So if they lose this round, they're going to be down with the money as well, and they're going to have to save. Whereas Recursive can now buy once again, even though that was this round, so it was really, really worth it.
And here goes Uzi actually, they're charging up Banana, and Blank just wants to run straight through the smoke, but he's met with just a hail of bullets there, as Uzi managed to just easily hold down Banana. It's no problem at all for Recursive once again, and now things are just slowed down. So it almost seems like Blank just did a kamikaze run by himself. What was that? What did we just see?
Well, I think he didn't realize that the Recursive had got the same position in banana every single time, like since the beginning of the game. There's just one guy who is pretty much straightforward and like ready to wait for the push through a smoke, and Happy is ready to flash for him. So he just didn't realize that. He thought like he could overtake them, but they were just too ready for it.
And GMX here with, I believe, a pop flash at the ready as he can try to go for this defense. There goes the flash, and no one there to gun him down. But it looks like Banana is the attack of choice here for Mediokert, as all the players, well, 3 players of Recursive are ready for this. This shouldn't go too well.
Oh, and they're pushing out.
There's 2 straight out there. Uzi takes down 1. Look at this beautiful crossfire. That's almost not required. They just, it's just too easy for them. Recursive coming out massive on the defense once more. 9-4 though. Mediokert do have 4 rounds, so it's not incredibly horrendous, but it leaves a lot to be wanted for.
Definitely. Well, 4 rounds is alright if you manage to take the next pistol round. But I'm pretty amazed by that perfect read that made Recursive on the last round. I mean, they just stacked up 3 banana without having any formations. That was just extremely well played.
And Kushal in there with a few stray shots fired up at the riflers up on mid. And that is very risky business there, as it looks like they are just pushing into all sides. 1 up on banana and some in apartments. This will be Mediokert, the farmer, who does take down Kenny S and picks himself up an M4A1S. What can he do with it though? Can he take down another player? Going for the spray. Doesn't get Apex. So Apex untouchable. Untouchable.
Definitely playing extremely well.
21 frags, in fact.
Definitely. I mean, he's been winning 2 rounds by himself, and those rounds means savings from Mediokert. So it was like more than 4 rounds combined. I mean, extremely good play from Apex. Stepping up really big for his team.
So here we go. Last round of the first half, and we have Kenny S with the grenade, throwing him down mid with the open hand as well, and has to take defensive position because of the smoke set. But look at this, the attack coming in onto Banana. They just want to get it over and done with. This half has been a disaster, and Recursive are trying to make it even worse. Mediokert, I'm going to just chime in with some frags right at the end though. The farmer does eventually go down after taking down 2, so it's going to be 11-4 for the first half. Recursive with a very dominant performance on the defensive side on Inferno, and Mediokert are left with a lot of work to do.
Definitely. I mean, the pistol round is going to be everything for them. I'm just looking forward to what they're going to do. I mean, it's going to be certainly going to be surprising for such a team.
So here we go, we're getting live with the second half between Recursive and Mediokert, and now Recursive have the offensive side, the terrorists.
And they're just going to push mid like straight away. I mean, it's very, very ballsy from Recursive, and they're going to actually flank Recursive.
Let's see how this works out for them. And actually, Happy's actually really slow, but on the back there, Mediokert losing some players, their aggression getting halted by it, and now they know everything. Recursive know everything, and they just easily take the rest of the round. So Happy actually kind of saved them, it seems.
Well, Happy just made like get right side. I mean, he just stood behind his team. I mean, they were like, yeah, push, I'm gonna wait, and that was, I mean, probably the perfect end destroy for this tactic, because he just had everyone from behind, and it was just too easy for him.
So now it's 12-4, and Recursive just won that pistol round. So things are going to be really tough for Mediokert now. They're going to go for a kind of a stack on long at A there, and that's an interesting one to go for.
That's actually pretty funny. They're like 5 stacking on to the same spot, and it can either be big or a complete disaster. And now it looks like Recursive are pretty willing to take the information banana, and they're going to see there is nobody, and Happy is definitely going to call his team back onto the bomb side, just plant the bomb and win the round.
So yeah, it looks like they're just taking it slow and methodical here with their anti-eco, and rightly so. They don't want to give away something that should be somewhat guaranteed. And they're just waiting it out there. Kenny S trying to use the range of the AK, just taking those long angles only. And still the committed stack here on long at A, and now they've actually discovered where some of the players are. Happy is now closing in around them, but does he know how many are there? Takes down 1, goes for the spread on the second though, drops the AK. What can they do with it? Recursive though coming in with a massive amount of frags there, and it's just 1 player left. He's going to go down, and now it's 13-4 on the score, and things are going to get progressively worse. Do you think that they should just do like a half buy or something? They just get some FAMASs or?
Well, it's it could be a solution, but if you want to make a comeback, I mean, it's not going to be one single one that's probably going to make a difference. So if you are starting on your city side, you just want to buy up and be ready with all your weapons. You just don't want to like miss around because you missed one smoke or anything. I mean, just saving here is a good thing by Mediokert. It's
and a 4-stack
safer.
on short, it looks like, and just one player on the lonesome at B. So this again, I guess, goes to the principle, either huge or a complete disaster. Let's see which one it will be.
Definitely.
As Recursive are just trying to get as much information, just pushing slowly together as a team on a couple places at once. Got banana push there.
I think Recursive is just going to do the same. They're going to take the information banana. They're probably going to take down the one guy who's here, and they're just going to go with it and have the bomb backing off on the bomb side.
And here they go. There's Kuchelon in the water there in the fountain. There, the Happy does spot him, and that's going to be him dead. And they're going to search the site, and they're going to find out. But already Apex knows, goes for the spray, finds a double, but that's not all of them. GMX there on mid, and they know now that B is safe. But look, GMX coming in with 2, and they almost actually had the bomb down. And
Definitely.
it could have been cool, but
That was pretty close. I mean, if GMX just died here, well, it could have ended up pretty bad. But they've been a bit risky on their side. Even though Happy just got the banana lockdown for himself, they still tried to get some sneak peek on the middle, and it could have cost them the round. So they should have played probably a bit safer.
And there goes an HE toss down mid, but it looks like Recursive are going for a B push. They got the bomber first, in fact, over at B, and in they go. And
and GMX getting the double kill. Wow, that was pretty well played. I mean, both Mediokert players just got locked up. Like actually one on top of each other, and GMX just had to take them down. That was pretty surprising from Recursive.
So this should really be the 15th round for Recursive. There's almost it's an impossibility at this point for Mediokert to actually take down, and they're just trying to survive over the A side. Let's see if they're actually able to do it.
It's just a manhunt at the moment, and usually gonna get the first kill.
And a manhunt indeed, and it's going to be a slaughter here. Kenny S taking down Walk, and there's one left in the big pit, the Lone Ranger, trying to survive against the onslaught of the French team, and that's going to be Recursive with another round, 15-4. Just one more and they take it down. So do you think this is I guess this is a somewhat expected result. Recursive, they're a really skilled team.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Recursive have got like big players in it, and they can all step up all together, and if they do so, they can just do like, I mean, they can take down almost every single team on Earth. So now it's all going to be on Mediokert to win 11 rounds in a row, and that seems almost impossible against such a good team.
And here they go, pushing up mid, aggressive, but look at that coming in from Walker. He gets a double there without quick aggression, and Apex just doing what Apex does, just taking down another player, and it's a 3-on-2, a 3-on-1 now, as the Farmer is the last one left, and Apex finishes it off. And I mean, Apex coming out with a massive performance there, 29 kills, 7 deaths, and yeah, I mean, was there anything stand out there for you? Anything you want to talk about?
I mean, just Recursive played a very good game. Mediokert lacked of solution, obviously on the on their T side. I mean, they just tried some things. They couldn't analyze the defense, and it actually didn't work for them very well. So Recursive just got the edge on this game. I mean, they had it, and they just pretty much killed them.
Excellent. So Apex, I mean, I think we deserve like at least a minute of talk about Apex and the way he's kind of defending, because as you said, there was, due to the nature of the rounds that he won, he was actually giving more than just one round because of the saves he thought it was forcing. Definitely. But do you want to speak to Apex's types of defense, because it kind of seemed like they're very standard and slow kind of retreat on each angle, like get a kill, next angle. Anything that stood out there for you?
Well, Recursive are kind of a like tactics-based team, so Apex has been standing in, but it's still like, I mean, he can do pretty much whatever he wants, especially on the defense. I mean, they're gonna let him alone, and he's gonna be able to kill everyone that's gonna come up into his crosshair. So, like, I think it's a good like stand-in, as I said, for them, and he just showed it once again.
Definitely.
Like, he was extremely good, and he made like several highlights already on this game, and he's probably going to do more in this whole evening.
Definitely, and actually, so we'll be showing a semi-final next, and we'll get to see more Apex action because Recursive will be facing off against LGB, which is actually quite a wonderful match to have. It's a match that we didn't get to see, and I think they're two incredibly well-matched teams, actually. So this should be a really, really fun match. And remember, you guys can vote using the hashtag FACEITCS for the team that you think will win. And of course, I mean, I don't know how to, do you want to call a team?
I mean, I give the edge on LGB for this one. Because, you know, they're going to be playing as a team, whereas Recursive is going to have a stand-in. But, I mean, anything can happen. It's a French team. We all know each other like pretty well, especially into the game. Kenny-S, I mean, if Kenny-S steps up a bit, he's going to probably just murder LGB. I mean, he's just the fastest sniper, and even though Dennis is extremely good with it, I think Kenny-S can just outcome him.
Okay, so on that note, guys, I'm going to just... I'm really looking forward to this and getting pretty pumped. I'm sure that you are as well. So we have a DreamHack highlight video because, you know, made by, courtesy of Tweeday that we can show you as we go to the break, just to get you pumped up for some of the amazing action we're going to see. And I think, as it was such a huge tournament, we need to constantly refresh our memories of quite how awesome it was. So the kind of All-Stars highlight from Tweeday is going to come up during the break. So stay with us. We'll be back with Recursive and LGB. We'll see you shortly.